go.
Took a
Yeah, that is it.
Took a wreck. Took a wreck. Bitch, love me if you want to. You cool, bitch?
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not
I wanna go.
those days.
Okay, Coach, well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. As it'll be the six-time Super Bowl champs from the AFC, the Pittsburgh Steelers, taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Redskins. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, excited for this one. I mean, Charles, the Steelers back in the Super Bowl once again. Their 9th appearance overall, second only to the Patriots' 11. But if the Steelers win this one, then they'd be on top of the all-time win standings, as it would be their 7th title.
What a franchise. Come on, join me for a minute, okay? Come back to the 1970s with me. Back to the steel curtain defense. Back to Terry Bradshaw, quarterback. Throwing to Lynn Swann and John Stallworth, Franco Harris running the football with Rocky Blyer. That team was something, all right? And that started the path to where we are right here, right now. This team's pretty good, too. And they want their own history. What an accomplishment this would be to win a 7th Super Bowl title for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Meanwhile, the Redskins, this is a team, to be frank, nobody thought would be here at the start of the year, even the most diehard of Redskin fans. But here they are, Charles, looking for what would be the franchise's 4th title in this, their 6th appearance.
And we go back to 1992, the last time that this team won a Super Bowl, and that was Super Bowl 26. That's more than a quarter century ago. They also won Super Bowl 17. Joe Theismann was the quarterback then. John Riggins running the football, the Diesel. But Super Bowl 22 is the one we'll always remember. Doug Williams, the first black starting quarterback in a Super Bowl, also the MVP as they blew away the Denver Broncos. Can they recreate history and raise another Super Bowl trophy? We're about to find out.
A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the
watch this shit, Scoop,
so
nigga.
a sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Can't give me a play? Okay.
Switch it.
So
What the fuck wrong with this nigga, bro?
Now it's Roethlisberger.
Oh, that was supposed to go to my nigga, bro. This nigga is garbage. That's him, bro. That's on me, bro.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive.
I don't know who that was over there, bro, but
Too many ones in
the
this
fact
play.
that just,
First quarter,
I'm weak as fuck,
first
bro.
interception
I'm hella
thrown.
garbage for that, bro.
That hurts. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe
Nigga, I shouldn't even just do that pick. Nigga, I had what I wanted. I just stop talking,
They
bro.
tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What we just saw
I know what he about to do. No, I know what he about to do. I know what he about to do. Don't say I know exactly what he about to do. I know. I'm waiting on it, too. I know what he about to do. Watch this pick, nigga.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch this pick, man.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. Bears
Scoop,
it out.
I'm on it. I'm on it, Scoop. Trust me, Scoop. I'm on this weak shit. He play like an average nigga online, bro. I just gotta I just ain't thought about it yet on offense. What I'm about to do, but I know I'm about to do right now.
That wasn't one of them.
Well, we gotta give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having,
I got the perfect formation for this. My playbook is for a nigga like this, bro. My offensive playbook is for a nigga like this. Watch this.
Where we going? I see
This
a
ain't even
boundary going
The
to the
Steeler
boundary.
offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
and because of
You
that,
did?
you know the thought process.
That's on me, bro. I'm sorry, man. Oh my.
Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Are you good?
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being
So, you
tentative
about
from
to
this
get off?
point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads,
You was about
make
to
the
get off, 'cause I
proper
was getting off.
throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand.
Oh, okay.
Put it behind you,
I'm here.
keep pressing forward.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game.
What?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So you don't care that I'm here no more? Or she... At first you give it, but now you don't give a fuck?
Check 55, Mike.
Oh, you never gave a fuck?
Slam.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Wow.
With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert. Shit. You good? 61.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown.
Damn, need everything?
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
That nigga ain't had no scope and he was hitting me like that.
Hey, check right. Watch it. Easy. Set it tone, fellas. Let's set it.
This is Samuels. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Like 80, 50. 55 alert. You might get tired in me. Switch.
From From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Slant. Sponge. Yo. Big Ed.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
24 is the mic. Here we go. Quarter.
To throw here, Roethlisberger.
This nigga, bro. Like, if I had a mobile quarterback, bro, this would be a whole nother fucking
Offensive
game, bro.
coordinator, and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use
This
their aggressiveness
nigga right
against
here.
them as this game goes
funny.
on. I'm going to hit them with a
That's
screen
funny.
soon.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Jack 16.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Watch this, though, bro. 17-0. Watch this, though. Threw a lousy-ass pick 6.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 63 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I got you, P.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins slings this deep from McClure. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Bruh, two things, bruh. He knows some shit, I ain't gonna lie. But he got fucking McLaren, who got his fucking special ability is a fucking post. So he gonna get that separation. That's not that's not what the problem is. The problem is I'm in 2 man with 2 safety deep, and this nigga still is behind the fucking safety. He's not getting deep. That's what's not making sense. I can understand him getting separation, but he's not supposed to beat him.
Last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football.
No, that separation right there, that's his ability. That's brother's ability. But for him to, but for my safety, but and my nigga is dumbass fast. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like behind my nigga, he ain't supposed to.
Good thing that you have a little bit of time here still left in the contest.
It's good though, bro. It's good. I think I play ball. It's easy. This to the house right here. This to the fucking house right here, nigga.
Second down, Samuels. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Oh! Damn!
Check 26, check 26.
That bitch dusted me. Hell nah.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Take both of them. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin.
One pushing in from the back door.
Touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense, right?
Nah, I ain't chilling about that shit, bro. It's just the little small things, bro. Nah, it's just the personnel, bro. The fact that I got this slow ass running back, bro.
At the 20.
That's all,
7 yards there and a first down. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Undercrush. Watch the edge.
Oh.
Now with just 1 second showing
What are
on
you
the play
talking
clock,
about?
we're going to get a
was shooting.
timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
He was shooting. He killed Brady.
I'm coming. Mike's 50. Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr. taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. Another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think the confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. From the gun, Haskins on third down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson.
He was where he's looking, Vince. Like, what the fuck?
But oh, so effective. Nice completion
Come
there.
on, Vince.
Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, here's Love. And some space here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 25 yards to the house as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Samuels. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On third down, Roethlisberger. He finds Crabtree for the completion. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Roethlisberger on first down. This is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to get a score back. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
25 yards there on the catch and run. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go. Man left, man left. 4 down, 4 down.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's just me.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Joe, what are you doing?
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The D can only stop at one more.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington Redskins. They win it, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy.
Quarterback.